Right now, literally inside your walls and sitting quietly out in your yard, there is a high-stakes, invisible war raging every single day. It's a relentless battle between the precision of human engineering and the sheer unforgiving force of Mother Nature. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the mechanics of home comfort in this explainer to see exactly how this battle unfolds. And honestly, more importantly, we're going to show you how you can make sure you're on the winning side. Okay, let's dive into this. Picture this scenario. It's the absolute peak of summer. The sun is just beating down, and suddenly, out of nowhere, your air conditioner just quits. A breakdown at 3 p.m. on a 95-degree July day? Well, that is not just an inconvenience. It's an immediate, incredibly stressful pain point that can actually become a real health risk. Or, let's flip the script. What happens when your furnace stops working on a freezing January night? In these extreme moments, your home's main defense system has completely collapsed. To unpack all of this, let's quickly map out our journey today. We'll be looking at the Middle Tennessee climate, why HVAC systems break, the geography of home cooling, the science of sizing, and finally, protecting your HVAC system. We're going to use Gallatin, Tennessee as our ultimate case study for HVAC stress. All right, jumping right in. Section 1. The Middle Tennessee climate, a subtropical stress test. To really understand the immense stress your equipment is under, you gotta look at the environment it lives in. Gallatin, Tennessee sits squarely in a humid subtropical zone. Nature here, it's a relentless opponent. We aren't just talking about a few hot days. We're looking at truly oppressive summers and freezing winters. Your air conditioner is forced to cycle constantly from May all the way through September, rarely ever getting a break. And the winters, they can easily drop below freezing for weeks at a time. And here is where the real stress test happens. 95 degrees. But in this climate, 95 degrees is only half the story. It's that heat combined with oppressive, heavy humidity. This creates a massive moisture load. Your system isn't just cooling the air, it's practically wringing the water out of it like a wet towel. This dual threat of extreme heat and heavy moisture puts a massive continuous stress directly on your outdoor compressors and indoor evaporator coils. Moving on to Section 2. Why HVAC systems break, the usual suspects. Let's look at the mechanical casualties of this ongoing battle. Now, what's really interesting about this is a prime casualty in this war, the capacitor. Think of the capacitor as a powerful little battery sitting inside your outdoor AC unit. Its job is to store up a charge and deliver a massive jolt of electricity to jumpstart the compressor and blower motor. But here's the problem. Sitting out in the full Tennessee summer sun, battling that heat and humidity, these critical components degrade incredibly fast. They lose their ability to hold a charge, resulting in a system that just hums loudly or fails to run at all. It's one of the most common summer casualties, typically leading to a $150 to $300 replacement. And when the seasons flip, we see a totally different casualty, the hot surface igniter. Modern gas furnaces don't use an old-school standing pilot light. They use this ceramic component that glows bright orange to safely ignite the gas burners. But the constant expanding and contracting over years of heating cycles makes this ceramic incredibly brittle. The cruel irony here? They almost always crack during the season's very first major cold snap, leaving your home freezing without any prior warning. But hey, it's not just the moving parts that fail us. Look at this number, 30. Up to 30% of the air you've paid good money to heat or cool is entirely wasted. No way, right? How? Through poorly sealed, leaky ductwork. It's literally escaping into your attic, your crawl spaces, and inside your walls before it ever even reaches your living room. It drives up energy bills and creates those incredibly frustrating rooms that just never seem to get comfortable. Which brings us to Section 3, the geography of home cooling. Location matters. If we zoom in closely on Gallatin, we see two entirely different battlefronts based purely on geography and age. On one side, you have historic downtown homes. These beautiful older homes often have original ductwork that was simply never designed to handle the high airflow of modern, high-efficiency systems. On the flip side, you've got the brand new subdivisions out east. You'd think new means perfect, right? Well, unfortunately, the massive construction boom often leads to builder-grade systems being installed entirely too fast, resulting in rushed ductwork and severe airflow problems right from day one. Then, you throw geography into the mix. We call it the lake effect. Homes situated near bodies of water like the Cumberland River, Old Hickory Lake, or low-lying areas around Station Camp Creek face a totally different enemy. They experience significantly higher localized moisture levels. This excess moisture can cause severe condensation problems and, alarmingly, actual mold growth directly inside the ductwork if the system isn't perfectly optimized to dehumidify.
So how do we fix this? Section 4. The Science of Sizing, the Professional Playbook.
Fixing these complex issues isn't guesswork, it's rigorous science. The industry standard here is called a manual J load calculation. A true professional won't just look at the size of your house and guess. Actually, scratch that, they won't guess at all. They input your exact square footage, the quality of your insulation, the number of windows, which direction those windows face, and local climate data. It's like a giant puzzle. This formula determines the precise HVAC tonnage your home needs. Proper sizing is absolutely crucial, yet countless homes are suffering simply because an installer used a lazy rule of thumb. And here's exactly why that guessing game completely fails. If you install an oversized unit, it cools the house way too fast and short cycles, meaning it turns off before it has the time to extract the humidity out of the air, leaving your home feeling cold and clammy. Conversely, an undersized unit will just run constantly, racking up massive energy bills without ever actually cooling the room down to your thermostat setting. Precision is everything. And this brilliantly illustrates the solution. Experts like Alpha HVAC Nashville use a fully transparent, 3-step process to fix these complex systems. Step 1, a thorough diagnosis and assessment, finding the root cause, not just the symptom, and providing upfront pricing. Step 2, precise repair or installation using quality parts and adhering to those strict manual J standards we just talked about. And Step 3, comprehensive testing and follow-up, running the system through full cycles to guarantee it performs exactly as engineered.
All right, let's bring it home. Section 5. Protecting your HVAC system, the homeowner's defense.
20 years. That's the ultimate goal. Despite the brutal Middle Tennessee climate, a high-quality HVAC system that is properly sized, professionally installed, and, most importantly, well-maintained can last up to 20 years. But you absolutely have to actively defend it. However, there is a crucial mathematical tipping point, and that number is 12. If your system is over 12 years old and you're facing frequent repairs, or if your system uses the outdated and extremely expensive R22 refrigerant, you need to do a cost-benefit analysis. Dropping $1,500 or $3,000 on a major repair, like a dead compressor, on a 12-year-old system usually doesn't make financial sense compared to the incredible efficiency gains of a full replacement. So, the crucial point is having a rapid-fire homeowner defense checklist to prevent those expensive emergency calls. First, replace your filters every 30 to 90 days. A clogged filter literally suffocates the machine. Second, get outside and trim all vegetation at least 2 feet away from their outdoor condenser so it can actually breathe. Third, schedule professional tune-ups every spring and fall to catch things like dying capacitors before they fail. And fourth, optimize your thermostat. Set it to 78 degrees in the summer and 68 degrees in the winter to ease the mechanical workload. I absolutely love this quote from the source material because it perfectly summarizes the entire playbook. A correctly sized and installed mid-tier system outperforms a premium system installed hastily. You simply cannot buy your way out of bad engineering. Professional installation, rigorous sizing calculations, and diligent maintenance matter far more than just spending top dollar on an expensive brand name. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought to consider. The battle between machine and nature is happening at your house right now, today. Will your system survive the next extreme season, or is it already quietly losing the battle behind your walls? It might just be time to check those filters, clear that brush out, and critically assess your own home's defenses. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.